Let's discuss the layout of a fire detection distribution system, specifically addressing conduit sizing and wiring considerations for a conventional fire alarm system in a building with high rafters. You can indeed use larger conduit sizes for main runs, for example 2-inch EMT conduit, and then transition to smaller conduit like 3/4-inch EMT conduit for branch circuits. This is a standard practice to reduce the number of overall conduit runs, especially in larger buildings. Connecting the larger 2-inch EMT conduit to the fire control panel is also feasible. You would typically utilize a reducer bushing to step down the conduit size from 2 inches to the size required by the fire control panel's enclosure. This is normally 1 inch or 1 1/4-inch conduit. This ensures a proper and secure connection. The number of wires required depends on the specific devices and wiring configuration chosen for the fire alarm system. However, for a classic conventional system, you typically need a minimum of 4 wires per zone. These 4 wires include 2 wires for power, 1 wire for signaling, and 1 wire for a common connection. Therefore, for 39 zones, the total number of wires would be approximately 156. Regarding conduit fill, you must consult the appropriate tables to ensure the number of wires inside each conduit does not exceed the allowable limits. For 22 AWG/THHN wires, the maximum fill for a 2-inch conduit would be 29 wires, and for a 3/4-inch conduit, the maximum fill is 10 wires. These are approximate numbers, and you should always consult the applicable electrical code such as the NEC to determine exact fill requirements. There are several additional considerations. 1. Be sure to use the correct type of conduit and fittings specifically listed and approved for fire alarm systems. This may include EMT with a distinctive red color, paint, or tape to identify it as part of the fire alarm circuit. 2. The conduit must be installed in accordance with the local building codes and fire alarm regulations. These regulations vary and should be reviewed before beginning the installation. 3. After the installation, the fire alarm system needs to be tested thoroughly to ensure it functions properly. This testing is crucial for life safety systems. Finally, consulting the manufacturer of the fire control panel for specific requirements is always recommended. They can provide specific guidance on conduit size and wiring to ensure the system is properly installed and compliant with all applicable standards. The manufacturer can also explain proper bonding and grounding.